Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jai Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jai Gurudev. Nitai Gaura, Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura, Haribo. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Hastuttara Satasishima. The Divine Grace is Confound Acharya Jagadguru. Isi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Hastuttara Satasishima. The Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Aranta Koti Vaishnavanta Ki Jai. Ramacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Ko Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shyamakund Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki, Mathura Dham Ki, Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki, Jagannath Puri Dham Ki, Jamuna Mai Ki, Ganges Mai Ki, Tulasi Devi Ki, Bhakti Devi Ki, Sanabeta Bhakta Vrinda Ki, Itai Gaura Pinananda. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. All glory to Sri Guru Sri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padya Krishna Padya Bhutala Shri Krishna Padya Shri Gaura Karana Shakti Bhakti Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayat Nashta Prayesa Badresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sluki Bhakti Bhavati Nastiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Agyana Timurandasya Gyanandana Sarakaya Chakshululmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Chaitanya Mano Bishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantika Vandeham Sri Gurun Sri Uttapadakama Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sa Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvitam Savaduta Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakan Vitam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinavandhu Jagapati Gopisa Kalchana Gurangi Radhi Vrindavanishwari Prisavane Sute Devi Pranamami Haripi Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sundivyaivascha Patitanam Pavanam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasa Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Gantara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 26, The Hellish Planet. Text. Fifteen. 16. Text 16. 16 and 17. 16 and 17. In his next life, a sinful king or governmental representative who punishes an innocent person or who inflicts corporal punishment upon a Brahmana is taken by the Yamadutas to the hell named Sukaramukha, where the most powerful assistant of Yamaraj crush him exactly as one crushes sugarcane to squeeze out the juice. The sinful living entity cries very pitiably and faints, just like an innocent man undergoing punishment. This is the result of punishing a faultless person. Text 17. By the arrangement of the Supreme Lord, low-grade living beings like bugs and mosquitoes suck the blood of human beings and other animals. Such insignificant creatures are unaware that their bites are painful to the human being. However, first-class human beings, Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, and Vaishyas, are developed in consciousness, and therefore they know how painful it is to be killed. A human being endowed with knowledge certainly commits sin if he kills or torments insignificant creatures who have no discrimination. The Supreme Lord punishes such a man by putting him into the hell known as Andakupa, where he is attacked by all the birds and beasts, reptiles, mosquitoes, lice, worms, flies, and other creatures he tormented during his life. They attack him from all sides, robbing him of the pleasure of sleep. Unable to rest, he constantly wanders about in the darkness. Thus, in Andakupa, his family Thus, in Andakupa, his suffering is just like that of a creature in the lower species. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Dhir Swami Maharaj. From this very instructive verse, we learn that lower animals created by the laws of nature to disturb the human being are not subjected to punishment. Because the human being has developed consciousness. However, he cannot do anything against the principles of Varnashram Dharma without being condemned. Krishna states in Bhagavad Gita 4:18, Chaturu Varanyam Maya Shristam Guna Karma Vivagasa. According to the three modes of material nature and the work ascribed to them, the four divisions of human society were created by me. Thus, all men should be divided into four classes: Brahmanas, Kshatriya, Vaishyas, and Sudras. And they should act according to their ordained regulations. They cannot deviate from their prescribed rules and regulations. One of these states that they should never trouble any animal, even those that disturb human beings. Although a tiger is not sinful if he attacks another animal and eats its flesh. If a man with developed consciousness does so, he must be punished. In other words, a human being who does not use his developed consciousness but instead acts like an animal, surely undergoes punishment in many different hells. That is the end of Srila Prabhupada's purport to text 17 of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 26, entitled The Hellish Planets. Hare Krishna. Very interesting. Very interesting. What is interesting? There are two things I want to mention here. One is we should not punish mosquitoes for biting us. It is sinful. It's against the principle of nature, including the bed bugs. Killing them is against the law of nature. Why? Nature has created them to disturb us for being sinful. So they are not aware that biting us and giving us malaria fever, it is painful. They don't know that. So we cannot attack them. We can see how difficult to live in a material world is. When our child, just one word, or the scriptures say one word, they are very, very deep. who can explain just one word for whole lifetime. Every step in the material world is dangerous. This is one of the ways you can understand that it is dangerous to live in this material world, that we don't have to kill mosquitoes for disturbing us, including using mosquito net. It's not allowed. Yesterday, the devotee was showing, introducing some product. And this product it does not kill the pesticide, but he said it will close their mouth from disturbing the plant. So in my mind I was thinking, that is deprivation. We are depriving the animal from eating what they're supposed to eat. It's against the principle. It is organic. It is called organic, but it is not organic, because organic should go according to the law. It doesn't go against the tradition. Stopping some entity from their normal process of eating is against the law. It is not punished by the government, but it is punished by nature. It is punishment by nature. Because the mosquito did not ask us to come to this material world. We made a choice of coming here, so that they would disturb us from sleeping. I remember in the beginning when I was trying to take to Krishna consciousness, mosquito disturbed me. I won't sleep in the temple for the whole week. After 2 days, I'll go back to my house because of mosquito. So now I didn't understand that they are doing their duty. They were just doing their perfect duty. So we can take advantage of. It is difficult. It is difficult. But anything which is cheap, not difficult, is not good. Anything which is very cheap is not valued. So it is difficult to allow this to happen, that the mosquito disturbing me from sleeping, that I will not sleep. I should therefore chant, throw out, and not sleep. It is difficult, but it is wonderful if one is able to do that by taking advantage of the reverse condition and become serious in Krishna consciousness. If one is fortunate to do that, it is wonderful. It is not bad. And in Krishna consciousness, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, we always have a loophole. That is ISKCON. What is that? One day, Sutta Kriti Prabhu was setting mosquito net for Srila Prabhupada, and there was a mosquito. So he wanted to drive the mosquito. Prabhupada said, no, don't disturb the mosquito. So he left the mosquito and started setting the net. After a while, he heard. So he turned there. Prabhupada is killing the mosquito. And he gave a powerful philosophy. Before, the mosquito was not attacking me, so I didn't kill. But now he's killing me, defense. So we can do that now because our charya did. So there is a loophole for us. ISKCON were very good for circumventing everything. Everything. We have a way to do it. This is Prabhupada did, so we are following Prabhupada. So yes, we need a healthy body to chant Hare Krishna. We need a healthy body to do our services. We need this body to do these services for Krishna. We need to cook for Krishna with a healthy body, with good consciousness. So we need a healthy body. Therefore, we should protect this body so we can use it to do nice service. And because of that, kill mosquito. Nice, 100%. Justified. The second point Prabhupada mentioned here is that thus all men should be divided into 4 classes: Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. How do we do that? How to divide this, all of us say, into 4? And they should act according to their ordained regulations. They cannot deviate from their prescribed rules and regulations. We should be divided into 4: Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras. Who among us say wants to be Shudra? But Prabhupada said we should do what? To be divided into 4. So how do we do it? Prabhupada didn't state it here, but how do we do it? Or this is just a philosophy in a book, or it is something that is practical? What do you think? Prabhupada used the word must. We must be divided into 4. How to do the division? Very famous, very famous statement. Every devotee know. The Prabhupada said 50% of his work was not done, which is Varanashram. And he has given instruction here that we should be divided into 4. It's a must, we should do that. And in practical dealings, no one wants to be a Shudra. Okay, that is one thing. But what is the main problem? Why we don't want to be a Shudra? What is the main reason? Why nobody wants to be a Shudra? False ego? Okay, there's no respect. Yeah. What else? We are considered to be low. That's right. No respect. Yeah, you don't want to serve. Yeah, good. Fear of exploitation. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good point you mentioned. The main reason is ignorance. We don't know what Shudra means. The Brahmanas are situated where? The head. The Kshatriyas, the Vaishyas, and the Shudras, which is the most important? Lotus feet. That is where, that is the lotus feet of Krishna, that is where there is honey. That is where the honey that is produced. This honey is not this honey which we produce by bees, but this honey can cure the disease our material honey cannot cure. The heart disease which is lost, this honey can cure it. There is no hospital that can cure that. But the honey from the feet of Krishna can cure it, which is coming from the lotus feet of Krishna. See, Krishna has lotus feet. He has lotus feet. The lotus that produces honey. So it is ignorance. The Sudra's quality, for me, I don't have the quality of a Sudra. Yesterday, I said this is not the humility of a devotee. I'm repeating it. It's not the quality, it's not the humility of a devotee. I'll give you the reason why. The quality, some of the quality of a Sudra is truthfulness. Sudras are truthful. I don't have that. Therefore, to be a Sudra is an exalted position. But because we don't know the value of Sudra, we don't want it. That is the work of ignorance. When you don't know something, you cannot go for it. Truthfulness. How many people are truthful in this world? Even among devotees. Just only once, Yudhishthira Maharaj had a Brahmana telling lie. He gave up his post. Just once. And he considered, Kali has come. There is no chance for me again. He left the kingdom to get ready to go back to Godhead. And how many Brahmanas are telling the truth? How many Brahmanas are telling the truth? And what is Brahmana in Kali Yuga? Brahmana in Kali Yuga are demons Krishna did not kill in Dwapara Yuga. Are given blessing to become Brahmanas in Kali Yuga. So in Kali Yuga, Brahmanas tell lies happily, joyfully. So what is the position of a Brahmana in Kali Yuga? It's not an exalted position. What is the quality? What is important being a demon? Unfortunate demon Krishna did not kill. They are Brahmanas in Kali Yuga. This day in the Varaha Purana, he probably quoted in the first canto of Bhagavatam. First canto is here in Bhagavatam. The sutras are truthful. They are very obedient. They cannot give up their master. How many devotees have left ISKCON after initiation? There are many devotees who have left ISKCON after initiation, not before initiation. That means what? They have given up their master, which a Sudra cannot do. But we are doing it. It's better to be a Sudra because a Sudra has the attitude of service. That is his security. He should serve the master to the best of his ability without giving up the master. Hanuman was glorified by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for this. One who cannot remove his head from his master's lotus feet is glorious, a servant. That's a glorious servant. Thousands of devotees have left. It's gone. Means you're not qualified to be a Sudra. We don't even have the qualification of a Sudra. Where is that humility? What is the dedication of a servant to the master? Where is it? It's not there. Srila Vyasadeva, who is incarnation of Krishna, is a Brahmana? Vyasadeva. Is he a Brahmana? Huh? I'm asking. Vyasadeva is a Brahmana?
No. But there is the fisherman.
That's a Brahmana? Fisherman is a Brahmana? Huh? But what is his position today? It's exalted. It's exalted. It's incarnation of Krishna, representing Lord Krishna. So which one is better? To be a Brahmana without God consciousness, or to be a Shudra and be God conscious? Which one is better? Huh? Yes. At the same time, we have so many Brahmanas who are not devotees. Durvasamuni is a Brahmana, is a devotee. Daksha is a Brahmana, is a devotee. Daksha is a devotee. He's a Brahmana. The exalted is effulgent. When Daksha appeared, you can see it's effulgence. But it's not a devotee. Let us look into our scriptures very carefully and see what is available. Shudras, they have good qualities. Look at their dedication, look at their truthfulness, look at their loyalty. Rupa Goswami said, in the beginning of Krishna consciousness, we follow the spiritual master out of loyalty, not out of bhakti. But the majority of devotees who are following not out of loyalty, it is circumstantial. If I have a chance to break principle, we break it. If nobody is seeing me. That is not loyalty. It means we don't have the qualification of being a Sudra. It's an exalted position. Now we look at the formula. How do we make it? The Prabhupada says we should make it. It's a simple way to do it without appointing anyone. The Prabhupada quoted 4:13 here. Krishna gave the qualification. The qualification is not by appointment. It is naturally in every one of us. The Kshatriya, the Brahmana, the Vaishya, and Shudra qualities, they are there. One can easily identify them. And if we don't know how to identify them, I'll show you a formula which is not difficult. Not difficult. Because we are trying to have a community. A community will include these 4 people. So how do you get these 4 people in your community to run a community? And in a community, everyone must be engaged. And Prabhupada said here, according to the rules and regulations should not be broken. We should follow it. All of us should follow it. So how do you make it in the community? It's not difficult. Because the quality is already there with all of us. And nobody is going to appoint anybody for being a Brahmana, a Kshatriya, Vaishya, or Shudra. Lord Krishna himself, which position did he, out of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra? Which one Krishna identify with? Which one Krishna identify with? Which one?
He became suit for Arjuna, chariot driver.
Yes. Not only chariot driver Krishna was doing, Krishna was washing the horses for Arjuna for 18 days. He was washing the horses, feeding the horses. What service is that? Sutra. Krishna did. But that does not change his position as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. His position as the Supreme Personality of Godhead remains intact. That is Krishna. And in social dealings, which of the ashram Krishna belong? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Which one Krishna belong? No, only one. Which one Krishna belong? He advertised it in Bhagavatam himself. Vaishya. Vaishya is superior to Kshatriya? No. Superior to Brahmana? So why Krishna go for, what did he go for? Vaishya, not Brahmana. Not, all of us want to go for Brahmana. Right? But Krishna didn't go for Brahmana. He didn't go even for Kshatriya. Krishna said, my brother is Kshatriya. But me, not Kshatriya. I'm a Vaishya. He's bold. He's proud to tell that this is a Vaishya. He was not joking. He was advertising it. My father, we are Vaishya. We have nothing to do with Indra. We are Vaishyas. Our business is with cows. Agriculture, trading, business. This is our business. But my brother, Kshatriya. So, but why Krishna went for the lower one? Why not Brahmana, Kshatriya, at least? Why? The head, the arms, the belly, and the feet, which is the most important part in this body. Which is the most important part? The belly. Krishna is the supreme maintainer. Which is the department? The belly department. So he is the belly. If you have no food, will you see your Bhagavatam? If there's no food in the stomach, will you read Bhagavatam? Will you chant Hare Krishna? You will do puja for deities? Will you go for Sankirtan? If there's no food in the stomach? Eh? So it's very important. Maintenance department. This Christians belong. So, if you give paper to all of us and write what we like, by the time you finish writing everything which we like, it will show exactly what you are. So it will be easy for us to know, okay, this is a Brahmana, this is Kshatriya, this is Vaishya, Shudra, without appointing any person. You will appoint yourself very easily. So it is possible that our community can divide that community into 4 categories and engage everybody like that, and it will go smoothly. No competition. Nobody will compete with each other. You have a smooth running community. It's the principle we are using. And we are sharing that with you. So it is possible that what Prabhupada wrote here can be done, and it is being done. And our community will peacefully run. Everybody will be very happy and satisfied. Hare Krishna. Comment, question? Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
We see Prabhupada writing in many of his purports that today's society is classless and our job is to create Brahmanas who will give knowledge to the society. So at one point we see emphasis of Prabhupada in creating Brahmanas, and when we see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's philosophy, he says, Naham vipro na chanarpati, I am none of these, but my job is to be servant of the gopis of the Lord. And here in Prabhupada mentions that the 4 varnashram systems, 4 must be established. So within our community also, and maybe within the outside community as well. So when Prabhupada says we want to create Brahmanas, so does it mean that all devotees should be in a Brahminical role?
Yeah. Prabhupada said he introduced International Society for Krishna Consciousness so we can make Brahmanas. So that Brahmanas have the intelligence to understand Krishna consciousness or literature. The Brahmana means they are human beings. So that we can practice Krishna consciousness. So, in one sense, Taken to Krishna consciousness, you are automatically Brahmana. Because we are all preaching, we all have the understanding that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. We have a clean environment, a sattvic environment. This is what Prabhupada has created. But within this, the divisions are still there. To keep this community, these divisions are all inside. So Prabhupada is making one place where you have everything in one place. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, there is a question here from the Mataji.
Yeah.
She is asking that unknowingly we commit so many sins, we are killing so many creatures. So we will have to suffer for that also?
Translate it.
माता जी का प्रश्न है कि अनजाने में हम बहुत सारे कीड़ों को मारते हैं, हमें मारना नहीं है पर ऐसे ही मर जाते हैं, तो क्या उसका भी पाप हमें भुगतना पड़ेगा?
We are responsible for everything that we do. Everything that we do, we are responsible. Why do we think progress in Krishna consciousness is slow? It is the things we have been doing, the reaction from the things we've been doing, they're making our progress very slow. So no one is free or independent. Only pure devotees are completely free. Only pure devotees are free. No one is free. So our so-called independence or freedom, it is ignorance. Because it does not exist. Free from what? Independent of what? That anyone sitting here is going to tell my stomach, today I'm not going to eat? Is anyone here who like that? Today, no, I will not eat. I'm not going to sleep today. No sleep. Independent of what? What is it? What is it we're independent of? That we have power to tell our senses not to dictate for us? Can't we see that all conditioned souls we have been doing things detected by our senses, not by the soul? We have not done anything which is coming from the soul. Everything we have been doing, they are all detected to us by our senses. Eat, we are eating. See this, we are seeing. Talk this, we are talking. We have never done anything from the soul platform. Until we get to that elevated, that pure stage, then we will act from the soul platform. That our senses will not detect what we should do. So we say, Goswami. Goswami, he is a master of the senses. It is only at that platform that the soul is acting. Until then, it is our senses which are detecting everything which we are doing. And now we are independent of what? Independent of what? We are very proud. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. What we are doing are detected by our senses, not the soul. So, a free person or independent person is a pure devotee of Krishna. It's only a pure devotee of Krishna is free. His activities are being dictated by Krishna, by the soul, the supreme soul, not by the senses. And that is why whatever they do is perfect and complete, because it's coming from Krishna directly. Therefore, Krishna told us, Sarva dharma parityaja mam ekam saranam vraja. Aham tvam sarva pabibhyo mokshayishami ma asuchaha. Aham tvam sarva pabibhya. I will free you from all sinful reactions if we surrender to Krishna. But surrender to Krishna is not a common thing. Surrender to Krishna is not, I am in devotional environment, in devotional attire. Surrender has 6 qualities. When these 6 qualities are there, any person that has these 6 qualities is a pure devotee. Madhyam Bhakta has 4. A Kanistha Bhakta has 2. So one who has 6 is a pure devotee, is a Goswami. His activities are not dictated from this material world. It is from the spiritual world. He's free, he's independent. By association with such people, we can also get disentangled from material existence. That is surrender. Thank you. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.